Do you ever struggle with the idea that forgiveness is meant to be a lifestyle?
You know, a lot of people do, and that's what we're going to talk about here today on My Sober Truth. Well, it's May 17th, and it's time for another double shot from My Sober Truth. Sean, this is kind of the part two from yesterday, and the reading's kind of, I like how yesterday's reading started at we forgive and ... and today's and forgive. And there's this concept, you said it in the question that we opened with, about forgiveness being a lifestyle. I'd love for you to explain what that means to you.
Well, forgiveness being a lifestyle, it's a two-way street of forgiveness. It's one, it's being able to forgive myself and move on. I'm human. I'm gonna make some mistakes. I want to be able to forgive myself for those mistakes. And that's really what it's all about. And part of me being able to forgive myself for the mistakes that I make is coming to grips with what I need to do to make it right with whoever I wronged, and then taking action on that. The flip side of that is we go back to resentment, and can I forgive myself for holding these resentments? Can I forgive others for wronging me? Sometimes that's harder than the first way.
Exactly.
So it's all about understanding acceptance and not having to live in the past. If someone borrows money from me today and they don't pay me back, what can I do I get mad about that because they promised they were going to pay me back. Well, I just don't loan them money again.
Right.
You know, first off, I've hopefully grown enough in my life at this point that I understand that I can only loan money that I have to loan extra. I got to pay my bills, so I got to make sure I got that money. And these are all things that a lot of us struggle with coming into recovery.
Right.
You know, when you're out in the world drinking and drugging, and you know, for a lot of folks, if I've got, you've got, because there are days when my friends didn't have any money and I had money, so I made sure to spot them and take care of them. But then it'd come back to when I didn't have money and they'd spot me. Living an adult life's not quite the same as that.
Right.
I have obligations. I have things I have to take care of. So, and I'm just kind of rambling on about the money thing, but all of it plays back into this forgiveness. I have to be able to forgive others. And sometimes I have to be able to forgive myself for allowing others to take advantage of me. If I loan somebody money a second time, I probably need to think about that a little bit, you know?
Exactly.
So it's this lifestyle of constant kind of vigilant self-awareness, checking in with myself all the time, every day, checking in with a sponsor, checking in with other trusted confidants, letting my feelings out, not keeping them bottled up. And when I have a grievance, when I have a resentment, when I've done someone else wrong, whatever those may be, they all three come in contact with each other. They're brothers and sisters. And I have to know about it and understand it in myself before I can take action on it and do something about it. And the taking action part, the whole thing is trying to live a life of peace. I want to live a life of peace, purpose, and prosperity.
Yes.
We talk about it all the time.
And it's kind of hard to live that life of peace, purpose, and prosperity when you're bound up in resentment.
Right.
When you're so focused on how I've been done wrong, you're so mad you can't see past that.
Exactly.
And you're stuck in this cycle.
Yeah.
You know, it's you know, I'd ask, you know, you've kind of already answered this question that I want to ask the audience, you know, in some ways, and I think it's a yes or no question, that would you say that since you've gotten into recovery, your idea of what forgiveness is has evolved?
Absolutely, I would. It's once again going back to, I didn't really know what forgiveness. I'd never studied it. I'd never really thought about it that much.
Right.
For me, forgiveness was I'm sorry and that's it.
Right.
Or, you know, I never thought about the fact that the I'm sorry really doesn't amount to much without some action to go with it.
I couldn't agree more. So let's ask them this question. So guys, if you're watching, how has forgiveness evolved in your life since you started recovery? You know, are you starting to see it as a lifestyle? Is it a burden? Is it something that once you forgive, you start feeling lighter? I'd love to hear your experiences, what happens when you live a lifestyle of forgiveness. Take a moment, put your answers down in the comments section below. We can't wait to see what you have to say, and I really hope that your answer encourages someone else to step up their forgiveness game this week. And on that note, for My Sober Truth, I'm Mark.
Hey, and I'm Sean, and here's hoping that today you stay drunk with success. Bye. I love y'all. Hi, folks. Thanks for watching. If you're ready for another round of My Sober Truth, then belly on up to mysobertruth.com and click on the double shot button today. There you'll find the daily inspiration, encouragement, and support that'll help you stay clean, on track, and growing in every area of your life. Be sure to subscribe to this channel, and if you got a minute, stick around, watch another video. Love y'all.